Welcome to Accreditation Made Easy, the podcast that takes the stress out of accreditation. I'm your host, Areaka Jewell, and in each episode, we'll deliver actionable tips, expert insights, and practical strategies to help streamline the process. And of course, make your work life a little easier. Now, whether you're tackling policies, preparing for assessments, or just looking for ways to stay ahead, we've got you covered. Let's simplify accreditation, one step at a time. Well, hello, and welcome back to the Accreditation Made Easy podcast. I am your host, Areaka Jewell. I want to first stop and thank everyone who listened to my pilot podcast launch a few weeks back at the Florida PAC Conference. OMG, did I have some lessons learned from that, like the acoustics in certain rooms? But I want to assure you that I intend to apply those lessons learned. So here's what you can expect going forward. I plan to publish a new episode every week. It'll either be just me giving you some juicy how-to tips, or I'm going to invite some special guests that bring their own insight into the topic being discussed. Sound good? Okay. The topic for today is embedding content in your PowerDMS assessment. Now, you might be thinking, when or why would I want to do that? Well, think of all the content that exists elsewhere, either on websites, maybe your agency's website, maybe a county or city website, or even state government, or maybe it's on social media. Some examples of this include things like press releases. Maybe it's posted on your agency website or social media. Think about job descriptions and maybe job applications or just job postings, announcements that might either be on social media or a government agency's website. Those are the types of things that you could easily pull into PowerDMS without having to recreate them. Some other examples might be like sexual predator notifications, maybe some community awareness efforts for bias policing. Maybe you post your policies to your website and you want to be able to show the assessors that by bringing that in live to your assessment. Okay, so let's talk about how we do that. Certain sites like YouTube and Facebook, they make it super simple for you to take their content and share it elsewhere. And I say this because usually they have like a share button or an embed button, and all you have to do once you click on that is copy the code. Then I'm going to talk to you about what you do with that code once you come into PowerDMS. Now, I'm saying code and stuff. You do not need to be like a coding expert. This is going to be super, super easy. All right, now let's jump over to the PowerDMS side. When you're inside your assessment, you'll add a new attachment and select New Rich Text. This opens up what looks like a blank canvas where you could type in text or format it. But if you look at the bottom of that main window, at the bottom it has Design, HTML, and Preview. We're going to focus on the HTML tab. Now remember that code that you copied from either Facebook or YouTube. You're going to paste it over any existing code on that HTML tab. Now, let's stop for a second. What if you don't have code that you can copy? You're not getting it from YouTube or you're not getting it from Facebook. Maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's a city website, whatever it is. I'm going to provide in the show notes a link to a how-to document for everything that we're talking about today. And it's going to have a generic iframe code that you can put whatever URL website that you want to bring in into it. It's going to have between two quotation marks, PowerDMS.com. That's the part you're going to replace with whatever URL that you want to do. Okay, here's something to keep in mind. PowerDMS will only allow secure sites to be embedded. So you got to make sure that it has that secure notation like an HTTPS. That's why for those of us in Florida, We can't embed the Florida statutes because that website is not a secure website. Okay, so back into PowerDMS, we're on the HTML tab. You're pasting, whether it's the copied embed code or the one that you created. You want to save it and then preview it. You want to make sure that whatever code you put in there is going to show properly. It should literally look like whatever website or social media page that you're seeing elsewhere. Now it looks like it lives inside your PowerDMS assessment. It's great because if that page updates, maybe it's a link to your press release page, it's going to continually bring in the live version of that with whatever links are there, or if it's a job description page or job announcement, it's going to be the live version. So keep that in mind. If you don't want it to be a live version, you only want it to be a snapshot of a particular thing, then maybe this isn't the route to go for that. But again, so it's super simple. You're going to add a new attachment. You're going to choose new rich text, click on the HTML tab, paste the embed code or the iframe code, hit save and preview. Now again, I'm going to put a super simple link to a how-to document that has all this information in it. And that's it for today. I invite you all to subscribe wherever you're listening to this, whether it's Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or just in PowerDMS, and stay tuned next week for some more accreditation tips.